Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Video Devo. Renee here. I'm in my office with Willie Elliott McCrae, a good friend who is the CEO of Second Harvest Food Bank. And I wanted to talk to Willie today because we've been talking in our church services about kindness and goodness as fruits of the Spirit. And I wanted Willie here because Second Harvest Food Bank, Willie, your name is actually from the Bible. A lot of people don't know this, but in Leviticus 19, verses 9 and 10, it says that the Israelites are instructed, when you harvest the crops of your land, don't harvest the grain along the edges of your fields. Don't pick up what the harvesters drop. Same with your grape crop. Don't strip every last bunch of grapes from the vines. Leave that second harvest for the poor and for the immigrants living among you. And then God says, I am the Lord your God. In other words, this isn't just a suggestion. This is the Lord your God telling you, contribute the second harvest. And Willie, you know, that was written to a culture 3,000 years ago. So how does our culture get a second harvest to help the poor? Talk about what the food bank does.
Yeah, well, it's as meaningful today as it was ever then. Only the scale has grown bigger. You know, I think we've all seen that, you know, I think 100 billion pounds of food a year is wasted in America.
Goes to waste.
Goes to waste, you know, and that's food that we at Second Harvest work hard to capture, you know, and there's so many things, you know, when a farmer harvests, you know, you go back in the field and it's amazing how much wonderful food is there, but it just doesn't quite meet that grade A spec, you know. You've got the crooked carrot, or you've got the watermelon that's too big, or you've got the crooked squash, you know, and so when they pack those things up, you know, here's the stuff that goes for Safeway or Nob Hill, and they set aside in the packing houses the food that goes to the second harvest for the food banks.
Right.
And this food we get for pennies on a pound.
So it's literally like the corners of the fields in the Old Testament, but it's what we would call it a grade B produce. Now, here's how you can help, how we can help Second Harvest. You said you get it for pennies on the dollar. There is transportation involved. You got to pay the trucks, the gas, and so you give the food providers, the growers and the distributors, they get pennies, whereas they would get a dollar for this kind of produce. And those pennies that you're getting this grade B produce for, that's what we're helping to raise as a church. When we're raising money to provide 1 million meals for Second Harvest this year, we're donating money so that Second Harvest can get some of this grade B produce, the Second Harvest, and then provide it to food pantries like People's Pantry at Twin Lakes Church so that we can help the poor, the widow, the orphan, the immigrant. Well, Willie, thank you so much for what you do. We love Second Harvest at Twin Lakes Church, and I'm so excited about the food drive this year and excited about having another challenging goal that I know we can reach. God bless you. Thanks so much.
God bless you.
And God bless you guys too. You're going to have a great day today.